So,
Right.
as there is no post-game screenshots because you didn't save them. But that's not a big deal. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I do them if the viewers send them in. But personally, since they've made it inconvenient now, because that means I have to go in and pull up the screenshot and then record a separate thing and edit that in, it has really just become an inconvenience. And so I've taken the lazy route for my replays, and I say for my replays, I'm not going to do them most likely. I say most likely because I might every now and again. But I really wish Wargaming would have kept the post-game stats in the game, at the end of the match, in the replays. It just made it so much easier.
Yeah. I actually did record this one, so it'll be up when I put this on my channel. To music, of course.
Oh, yes.
But, yeah.
And
so
you speed it up, so.
Yeah. Times 2.
Yeah.
It's hard to find music for that one.
Oh, yeah. You got... So, my viewers, if you like Tank, well, I guess it doesn't really matter if you like him. Because he doesn't talk. He doesn't do commentaries. But the link to his channel will be in the description. So if you want to go check out what he does, it's basically, it's montages, essentially. Right? Is that how you describe it? Kind of?
Yeah, sort of. It's not a montage per se.
Because there's no cuts.
Multiple clips, right.
But
it's just a game to music. And just to show it off, I guess.
Yeah. He basically sets a game to music, and then typically Command and Conquer.
Typically, yes. It's good.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's really great music. So, but he takes them, sets them to a music, and typically increases the game speed to ×2. And yeah. Also, I'm sorry that I talked over you so much. It's been so long since I've done a co-op. Well, I know you're fine with it, but it almost defeats the purpose of a co-op if I don't let you get a word in edgewise. So I guess in the future, I'm going to stress that you can just punch me in the face, and by that I mean interrupt me whenever you have something to say. So please do. I'm not.
You were poked by Tank.
That?
No, because that actually comes through. That just got recorded. You were poked by Tank.
Exactly. That was the point.
No, I mean just say it, and I will stop talking. Okay? Like I said, it defeats the purpose of a co-op commentary. I mean, you got a few words in here and there on this one, but it wasn't as much as I would like. And part of that is because it has been so long since we've done a co-op commentary. But the other thing is, it's just, I'm out of practice overall, too. It's been a while since I've done commentaries in general. I've been kind of on a hiatus. So, yeah.
Yep.
You're good on final thoughts? No final?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so I will say this much. Tank and I will be doing a couple more co-ops here in the near future. I'm sorry, guys, but his replays kind of take priority. It's favoritism. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But also, it is also kind of for you guys. And in the past, when I've done co-op commentaries, you guys say, more co-op commentaries. They're so much more entertaining than the normal commentaries. Well, maybe not in so many words, but you guys have shown an interest in these. So the fact that they are so rare, Tank, he doesn't send me enough. I'm just saying that. But
I don't have any good games.
Lies! Absolute lies! Okay, I've said this to him before, and I'm not bashing you guys, but Tank and I do kind of have a higher standard when it comes to what we consider a good game for our games. Now, I have yet to turn away a replay from you guys, and that's because I have my channel for my own personal, satisfaction. I like doing it, but I also have the channel for you guys, and so if I have no reason to turn away replays you send in, but in terms of what Tank and I consider good games, I mean, seriously, look at this as an example. It took him getting 10 kills for him to consider it good enough to send to me. Let's just leave that as as kind of an example. So
one of the things with this as well is with a tank destroyer getting 4 kills, it's boring because I just sit there the entire map and get 4 kills. With tanks, it's a little bit more interesting because you're moving around.
Yeah.
I just find with tank destroyers, 3 kills is about average.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. And yes,
only when there's something exciting going on.
he is pretty much a tank destroyer exclusive player almost.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
he focuses on how many games do you have in your 268?
268, I think it's about 800 now.
Yeah. So more than wait, I was thinking of your Object 704. So before the 268 came out, in high tier tank destroyers, you have like what, 3,000 games played?
No, it's 1700 in the 704.
So about
I think like
2,500
in the yeah.
So more games than I have played in any single tank. Like the highest tank I have is the M103, and that's because it got the games I played in the T34 back when the T34 was a tier 9.
That's true.
So anyway, this has turned into kind of an interview at this point almost.
Did I pass? Did I get the job?
It's not that kind of interview. It's like an interview with a celebrity or something, even though...
Ooh.
Well, I consider you one of the better players that I know. Stats don't lie. They really don't. When I compare you,
True.
when I pull up your in-game stats and I compare them to other players, even my own, yours are better than mine. And that just comes from, one, you have so many games played in one specific tank. You are specialized. You know exactly what you're doing. But not only that, it's like when I pull up the stats of our clan members, and I won't sugarcoat things, some of our clan member stats are absolutely atrocious. Splat shot. It's kind of his fault. I was going to say it's not his fault, but it is. But that's because he, in public matches, he just has that mentality of the sooner it's over, the sooner I can go into my next tank. So
He plays a lot of fast tank, too. He does a lot of scouting. He likes that.
Yeah, and to each his own. But anyway, like I was saying, your stats are up there. And even when you go onto that tank, what's my tank rating thing, it's up there. Yours is better than mine. And so it's, yeah. I mean, right now my YouTube channel is pretty small time, but I mean, who knows, maybe in the future, I'll actually get, I don't really know. World of Tanks doesn't have the same gaming scene as something, let's say, of like StarCraft, which has well-known individual players. So, I mean, that might change in the future if the commentary scene takes off. And again, I'm rambling. This has turned into something completely different. I should really just stop myself.
Easy enough.
I really should stop myself. But I'm saying if World of Tanks commentaries take off and individual players start getting notoriety as great players, which it's possible it will, but honestly, I don't see any indications of it at this moment in time. So it's possible, but we'll see. But like I was saying, if it does take that route, it is possible that I will be one of those people that they send them into. I mean, let's face it, if it does take off, I'm kind of in on the ground floor. Yes, I'm only, at the time this video uploads, I'm only at like 190 subscribers, and that's very minimal. But at the same time, it's minimal compared to YouTube standards. But when you think about it in real life, it's like, how many people have 200, like close to 200 random people just following everything they, upload? So it's small by YouTube standards, but when you think about it in real life perspective, it's kind of nice.